Oh, we're hot.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. And, oh, well, we're hot.
We're hot. Yeah, nice one, Seven.
No problem.
Appreciate the talking time. So we're hot. This is MG versus Clan sEx in Division 2 of the Urban Zone Capture the Flag League. So we've gone to some CTF action for you now.
Yes.
We kind of run out of time to do the whole introduce the clans thing. So we're just going to hop straight into the action. So Gnurkus, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, well, we can do a little bit of introduction here. sEx team playing in high divisions in CTF for a longer time. They were Division 2 last season, and MG are actually double promoters from Division 4 to Division 2. And we got some new players in, like Reeves, and I don't know if you have more.
Look at Lut here,
this is
putting loads of pressure
MG's map, by
on
the way.
sEx here in the tunnel. And let's see if we can find the flag carrier. Well,
He's on the street.
we found him, but the flag got returned. This is our first CTF shoutcast of the season, and really pleased to see it back in action. So now we already did 3 TS matches. Oh,
So we hope
Reeves
to bring you more of this.
getting a little bit of a lag there, it seemed.
Right, so capture the flag. For those of you watching and maybe in the lower division, let's run through the tactics. This is Abbey, and whether you know or not, we've got blue, which we generally is considered the harder side, which has currently been played by Team sEx, and we've got MG on the red side, which is considered slightly easier.
All of sEx are out full here, and Mel is going really slow.
He's not even capping. He doesn't know that the red flag's still there.
Oh, that's
It
really
is on the
poor
spot, but he
communication,
doesn't know.
because that
Could have
that
easily
could
got a
have been
double cap here.
2 caps, or maybe even 3.
Oh, and that was sEx were moving in on him there. That could have worked out badly if they had a bit of luck.
Your shoutcasters this evening are Gnurkus, RaideR, and 7ofNine. Me, myself, being
MG
7ofNine.
taking the blue flag, gone back through central room. He's been
No
shot
hits
several
for Frog.
times.
Oh, nice position
Oh,
there by
nice
Lut.
pickup.
Just 1% remaining, but that was all that was needed to return that flag.
MG being able to put some pressure on. Obviously, they've got 1 cap, so they have advantage this side. So we'd be expecting them by about the 2-minute mark to have at least 2 caps if they're feeling comfortable, and there it is.
If you are wondering why you see a little bit more team killing here, it's all tactical team killing. Because if you get killed just before the wave respawn, you respawn with full health, of course. Following Pomelo here from
sneaking in
behind.
from behind.
Good job.
That's a nice
And
sneak.
hoping to drop this flag off to one of his teammates.
Gone central room. Didn't
No, he's
make
not.
the drop. He's going to run it himself.
And failing.
Well,
He's
not
really
failing. He
Not-
very... I mean, slower than you'd hope, but with that much stamina, or that little stamina, I should say. Doing a good job.
So, which map,
Getting there.
Gnurkus? Whose map is this?
This is MG's map, and we're gonna see Algiers for sEx team after this.
Okie dokie, cool. Cheers. So we got Lut pushing up through underneath the well, what do you call that? Passageway. Going to central room. He's doing a bit of a walk round. Picks up a nice pick up there in defence and gets a bit of an
A
early
team
kill
kill.
there.
Bit early. Team kill at 8 seconds.
So will we see another cap here by... Pomelo not
hits
making
it.
the team kill, or the final team kill. And
Oh,
Ostro...
straight under. That's going to come back and haunt him.
Oh, yes!
That's made the fail.
Lut putting on the
No
pressure.
hits.
Pomelo, will he make this cap?
Oh, that's a nade.
He does!
Oh.
He does! Straight on
Really
the nade.
unfortunate. Really nice start. That's actually the reason why you should do the statue jump and not the jump through the walls.
Bit of
Bit
a
of
rage
rage
there.
So
It's great.
MG pushing through to David's courtyard, you know, keeping up the pressure. They want to make sure they try and possess most of this map. That's your job as Red. Making some nice kills. That's the respawn timer. He knows people are going to be coming down from Cathedral eventually for him. Nobody does. That's a mistake. sEx aren't putting any men down Cathedral.
Great job there by Corey, hoping for the team kill, or hoping for the kill just in time, and gets it.
Then getting in spawn, that's... The first part was really good, and then walking on those nades.
Yeah, well, he couldn't have known that.
Always
sEx
predict
is
them.
on the red flag, making a run. That's a fast run. He made a little bit of a fail. He's having to go
again.
the long way.
Going to wait for his teammates to respawn,
To respawn.
but the flag will be gone.
He knew the flag would be gone.
Little bit of a delay
Dropping
there.
his Kevlar and the flag.
Or is it just great minds think alike?
Or just
Just a
wanting to say the
different
same.
race.
Are they gonna return or not?
No, they're not. 4
Well,
minutes remaining.
Goose is really not off to a good start. 5 points and 22 deaths.
Yeah.
How do you manage to die 22 times?
30 seconds
7
on the hot
minutes.
potato timer. You know, this isn't as convincing as you would want from the home map, red side from MG. They would want to have another couple on their belt to feel safe going into the blue side.
Great job there by Astro, making use of the pillars to give him some covering fire. Or some
Got
cover
loads
fire.
of action now.
This is what I love about capture the flag. There's always something happening.
Frogminator doing some long sniping, pushing into middle room, dropping down the nade. That's not quick enough.
No, he got
He's
one,
gonna
but-
run past the nades.
Will
Pomolo's
Pomelo be
probably
able
going
to?
back middle road.
He manages to
Middle
run
road.
it.
Oh,
And
nice.
gets returned again by loot on the same spot.
And
with this
again
time only
with-
5%.
Indeed. Last time it was only 1, but still, great job by Lut, making use of those few percentages.
Yeah, he's
Putting a
been
lot
quite
of
good.
pressure on Lutz. He is out of position
Goose
there
there
most
giving
of
a
the time.
good covering fire,
And a cap by sEx team.
and
so
those
makes
are
it 4-1.
very valuable on the blue side.
That's a really good kill there by Train.
Not really,
He knows-
because the team,
TXA.
he got just he got in time.
Lemmings after that.
Yeah,
No, he knows that he's got out on the spawn.
MG here going for a bit more of a push, but get taken out full here. 2 of them.
That's probably not wise. Pomelo coming through to blues. Nah, he gets dropped early in the middle room.
Corey defending all the way there from. Oh, and Lut
Oh,
makes a
another
return
one
again. That's
He's
really
playing
saving
really well.
sEx's butt here by moving it over.
Sex and butt in the same sentence is a bit
Nice.
Butt sex. I don't even see sex anymore as the word, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're desensitized, though,
Exactly.
aren't you, being Dutch? Right, so... Train, good position defence there. If he can drop... Yes, nice. Good accuracy there on his shots. He's pretty sick.
Give him a quick medic when you're riding him anyway.
He could have done with a team kill there. There was options there for him. But he doesn't have the option now. Nice drop. Train doing a really good stint here in defence.
The guy's called TXA, not Train.
He's called Train in my eyes now, so... That's it. Why can't people just have sensible names like RaideR or SevenofNine?
Or
No,
Train.
not like...
Or Gnurkus. Oh wait.
Gnurkus.
50 seconds remaining on the clock now. 4-1. Not as much as MG would like to have at this moment.
Well, sEx could even have done better if they had started off better on the map. Losing a few flags in the start of the game. But after like 5 minutes they really got going. And if they can make one more, that would be really awesome. I don't know where the carrier is, can't see him.
You know,
There you go.
sEx have really locked down the second half of this. He's got to make the rush.
No, he's
No.
waiting for his teammates.
That was done. Should've
Homelo.
Oh,
the
TXA
That's
making the cap.
nice.
The cap was made last second. Will this be another
We're
cap by
gonna
mail?
make
Let me find him.
No.
No.
No,
Apparently
he was
not.
shot in the legs.
Oh, okay. I
Couldn't
didn't
jump.
get that.
Did you say this
Oh, you
was
were rushing.
MG's match? MG's map, Gnurkus?
It sure is, yeah.
Well, I'd be worried going into the break because that is not a decisive lead you want being red.
No, it's no, emotionally not, but I've seen much and did myself much harder jobs on the other side. The blue side can be really good. So it's not a certain loss or anything.
It's going to be interesting, this second half.
Sure.
It's really going to be fascinating.
Well, one thing sure, that it's not done and over.
Now... Oh, I'm glued
Nope.
to the spot. Seven has put us up in this kind of
Nice,
red
nice
flag spot.
overview.
Nice, yes. Sorry, nice overview. while we do the...
So who is your man of the match so far, RaideR?
My
We
man
played
of the
one half.
match. Very hard. I'm going to have to say out of the action that we saw, and that sEx would be in severe trouble right now unless Lut was on their team.
Yeah, we returned like 3 flags, right, on the central stairs, and 2 with only 1% and 5%.
You know, I'm just going to have to go with him for out of a better choice at this stage because he's kept his position.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
really good tactical play by going back. On through tunnel and then to central stairs.
I'm probably going to make a lot of enemies by saying this, but I think that capture the flag is a much more tactical aim than Team Survivor.
Yeah, you're making like 200 clans your enemy. Good
Angry.
job, RaideR.
It's okay. You know,
Whatever.
any press is good press.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Okay, it seems we're hot. sEx have just readied up, and Goose and Reeve will be the substitutes.
fail by Koi's jump. Koiroy?
Corey.
Corey.
Let's just call him that.
Corey.
Or just train or chair.
A, B, C, D, E.
Red fucker. I mean,
Blue.
The other blue.
right. So we're running in straight to see some train action. He gets dropped quite quickly.
Choo choo.
His mate... But to be fair, the attackers were completely and utterly surrounded. We got Rivis in the middle room now, having a look round. Just as the spawn comes and he gets dropped in the middle room.
Homelo here getting the... No,
Oh.
not getting the 2-man kill. And Frogminator
Really
here
nice.
going to nade the
Really
spawn.
nice job by Frog.
Good job there.
You guys are gonna laugh.
Even
Yeah,
though he got loads of damage on... he got loads of damage, even though it cost him his life.
Feel mate.
And
Another
failing
fail nade.
again.
You
Not
can
being
tell-
happy with himself.
No, you can tell that they're not happy with themselves, can't you, when they shake their mouse from side to side.
So only
that's-
one flag difference.
It's one flag difference now, as Gnurkus said in the series, so we're looking for this map. You know, sEx just need to put a bit more pressure on and get one more flag to draw. So really, you know, MG are a bit concerned right now. They have no leeway. They're going to have to literally bring as much as they can to this second half.
Yeah, and with 8 minutes on the clock, it'll be tough for them.
Nice hit though. In central. Central's really important on this map. As long as you keep control over that area. You're pretty good on blue side.
Mhm.
And obviously, your weakest players are playing up the street.
Yeah, well, they can only reach the flag or more easily if you put pressure to central stairs and flank the defenders there.
I have to say, MG are being pushed well back into their third of this map. Or rather,
sure
this
are.
side. They're not getting as much exposure.
Although-
Saying that, to
No, they got rapes from all sides there. Sex, rape, and ass. That's what we like in one sentence.
That's what you
well,
like.
maybe not raping, because some people may not like that.
Oh, yeah,
We're
well.
just fucking ass. That's perfectly acceptable. We've all been there. So,
Speak for yourself.
I
TXA
speak
in
on
here.
behalf of me, Mrs. 7ofNine, and Mrs. Gnurkus. Thank you very much. So,
Following TXA in here with the LR300. Clearly in a defensive spot. And will he take out Herge? No, he won't.
hesitation for a moment there shows just how much that really means.
But Sex have not made a cap in around 3 minutes now.
But MG are doing
This might be
absolutely
it, though.
Let's find Ito here.
everything they can to try and stop these caps.
And there we
I
go.
didn't see
That's
any
a
Setsu
really
jumps yet, did you guys?
No,
It's so
That's-
much faster and easier and... No, not
no,
easier,
it's
maybe.
not easier.
It's so much faster and it saves stamina, you don't have to wait that long there.
So that's all even now.
Now it's
First half
Sex's
means
game
nothing
to
now.
win.
It's all in this half.
Well, you just don't really feel good when you know it just got even and you're playing the hard side.
You know that you're behind. You know that you have to bring something special to the game when you're in this position. So MG
Great
have to
positioning
hope
here
that-
by Sex, giving loads of cover. And here's your statue jump, Gnurkus.
That's a beautiful jump. That is class.
That's just it. It's so much faster. And Sex are leading now by 1 flag.
But you don't want to fail the jump with X amount of viewers watching you.
No, that's true, but
Nice nade there, straight at the feet of Mail, giving him some airtime.
So obviously you can tell that the Shoutcasters are all CTF players because we're getting much more involved in this game.
they're gonna make a push now.
Oh,
Oh,
some
nice,
defense.
waiting. Putting him out full.
Some rage there by Lutz.
More rage. So just so people know, obviously we've got a developer in the house, so we should say testament to Abby, made by Tristan Tubb Barrett.
One of the
Pass.
best capture flag maps in existence, in my opinion, for Urban Terror.
Well,
Sure
obviously
is.
Turnpike, I believe, was also made by Tubb, was it not?
Think so.
Oh, I can't
you can-
remember. I know, it might have been Battle Cow. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, nice hits there by Reeves. Really taking a lot of damage on them.
Pomelo took the G36 out there, it seems. Oh, great timing
Ooh.
for that nade there. TXN here hoping to drop it to Ito. But Ito
Oh,
wants to help,
field.
and the flag gets returned. So will Mail
That-
here take the flag? No, Herge takes him out.
Interestingly enough, obviously Algiers was made by Tubb as well, so it's a double Tubb special tonight.
And if this won't be the next cap of Sex, I do not know.
See, this is quite slow. And failing even the easy jump. Losing the flag.
But Lut takes it back and makes it secure. 4-0 to the difference.
Difference.
Taking out Ito with the flag.
Behind on the easy side as well is it's always a devastating position you find yourself in. You have to try and muster some kind of strength just to bring it, but it's looking a little problematic now. They extend the lead.
Yeah, I don't see them getting back here. That would really be something.
Well, we've got a bit of silence here, and I've lost my picture, I'm afraid, so I can't actually cast.
I'm sorry, I'm just captivated by this game.
Yeah, I'm just looking with excitement.
Just watching excitedly.
Under 2 minutes on the clock. Let's follow Lut here while he pushes through tunnel, or will he? No, he's going to fall back and help defend Central.
I think Lut is more or less playing controlling this area. Didn't see him push much to tunnel, just
not at all.
Keeping the control on tunnel, making
Speaking
sure that
of
they're
somebody
not
who
coming
does
through
push here, following Ito again, throwing some nades just to cover himself, and gets the stamina he requires to make a nice cap. Making it 6-0.
He's like 1% now.
That's one thing many teams are missing. Is on the central run there, once you've capped the flag, it's really bad idea for the defenders to lay chase, because the capper is just capped and in perfect position to pwn you as you come through that central room door.
Yeah, rushing is not always the answer to returning the flag.
No, better take your loss and secure your area.
Yeah, make sure that you don't lose another one. Oh, no hits by Pomelo.
Oopsie.
Now this is if you're SeX right now, you got to be feeling good about yourself, because you know that whatever happens, you're not losing.
Yeah, and you've got your own home map to go.
Indeed, and well, like if you watched. Oh, nice nade there. If you watched sEx in the last seasons, you know that they're really good on LGS, so MG knows that too.
Yeah,
Well,
sEx
be
is
wondering what's going on in their
one
head.
of those clans that have been division hopping between Division 1 and 2 for ages, pretty much.
Oh. Okie dokie
Yeah,
then. I believe I made a stupid promise in the halftime show that I would do some speaking about Urban Terror HD.
Ooh!
And this was it.
And so, if you're lucky enough to be listening to the stream right now, then that's lucky to you for that right now, because I'm going to do just that.
Awesome.
So, first off, introductions. This is really boring, but I'm going into radio mode now, so haha. Yeah, my name is RaideR, or Robert RaideR Baxter, as my full title dictates. I'm one of 2 web developers and kind of public relations, kind of general mishmash person when it comes to Urban Terror, sitting on the Frozen Sand development team. So obviously I've got a lot of stuff running through me, and I'm going to talk to you about some of the stuff that we've got in the game. Now, just firstly to explain, obviously if you're listening to this cast, then you kind of like Urban Terror, so you obviously know about Urban Terror HD. If you don't, I suggest you go to urbanterror.info and have a look at our HD section, which is cunningly enough at urbanterror.info/HD. And so I'm just getting private messages from Aya saying, tell us how you plan to prevent Skaz from fucking up a turnpike, and Abby. Excellent. I like that. So, I'll address that in a second. So, obviously, Urban Terror HD. We're going to do a brief overview. First off, Urban Terror HD is a completely new game. And by new, I mean that you shouldn't be trying to compare Urban Terror 4.x series to HD, because the technology involved is completely different. Urban Terror HD has extensive engine modifications. We're not talking ID Tech 3 here. We are talking a whole different ball game. I'm not going to go into absolute specifics, but you have so many goodies that you're just trust me on this. Look forward to that. Obviously, you know that there is MD5 player models. 7, you will just have to interrupt me when we're live on the second half. So just tell us when we go.
Sure.
So we've got MD5 player models, and obviously player-specific model lighting. This allows for obviously map makers a certain degree of control over how dark they make a map, because player models will be individually lit. If you haven't seen the Two Towers lighting demonstration by Frankie V on YouTube, I suggest you hit and view that, because it's a good example of how no longer do you have to adjust your gamma, because each individual player will be able to be seen no matter where they are, in which contextual lighting environment you find them. So that's going to be something huge, specifically for competitive gaming, because the map will be lovely, but there will be absolutely no loss of visual acuity. So it doesn't matter whether you're in a dark map, a light map, or whatever, all the models you'll be able to see exactly the same. Obviously, we've been remodeling all of the weapons that you see in Urban Terror HD. Suffice to say that obviously you've seen a lot of them. Again, we're sticking to MD3 weapon models at the moment, but only because obviously we're trying to push Urban Terror HD out of the door. You may see certain technological advancements there as well, but at this stage we're not ready for that. If you want to check out the new skinning and just the pure skills of people like Smashine and Mr. Bean and Hoy, our primary modelers. Forgive me, any FS, if I've forgotten you. But if you want to see their superior skills, then in the upcoming weeks we will have some stuff to show you. So be sure to
Cool.
look at the Urban Terror website.
We'll definitely keep it in mind. In the meantime, the match has just started, so let's get into the game.
Well, you go for it first, because I need to reconnect to GTV.
No problem. Following Frogminator here with this G36, going to put in some pressure here over the long street. And TXane already in position of the first flag and making the cap within 20 seconds. Great job.
Amazing.
Ito here putting in loads of damage on Mail.
Getting damage.
But
They're getting taken out on time.
yeah, exactly. Big mistake there.
I'm back.
Nice movement and nice speed here by Ito. And for your information, if you didn't know this, Sex is on the red side, which is the easier side. And
Without a doubt. But this is
Great
Sex's home
tactical
map
play here,
and
no
has
hits.
been Sex's home map for years. And I speak from experience when I was playing for In-Tribe 1 and had to face Sex. They are a tough cookie to break on Algiers, although we did it once.
Frogminator is really one of the best with the G36. He's amazing. I want to keep an eye on him during this match.
In the meantime, let's follow TXane if we can find him. There we go, capping. But yeah, Frogminator definitely one of the best players with the G36. The G36 most times being referred to as a noob weapon because it has scope and automatic. But in the right
watch
hands,
till you see Frogminator.
exactly, in the right hands, you'll be able to rape with any weapon, even the noob tube. the nade launcher.
Watch next to, right?
Yeah, well, he does quite a good job.
Oh, spray.
Ito here really low, but gets his kill.
The kill, right?
MG here going to go for a push. Will Or is Corey completely out of position? It seems he was.
Medic on 1%. Got the team kill on time. And Loot making the push to get Camel. Like Central and Abbey is Camel really important on LGS. If you have this position, the rest is just pinned down.
I can tell people are waiting for me, but my Urban Terror is absolutely gnarled, which is typical.
Difficult.
Spraying and praying there a bit, but getting the results is sEx. And it seems that MG have gone into full defense mode, or they can't even get out of their spawn. That's even that's also a possibility. And they're getting taken apart here by sEx.
There is
Corey's in a good
always a
position.
point. There is a serious
Killed him on
point
time,
in
did he?
Algiers that if you get into position and you're devastating that part of the blue spawn, there is absolutely no reason whatsoever why red would lose it.
Well, they're keeping it down now, the MG, the
They
caps
are.
from sEx.
If anything, a mistake from sEx.
However, this will be another cap.
No.
Oh no! That's a lovely pickup. That is a lovely, lovely pickup.
That was 5 against 1, and Reeve did what he had to do.
Although it has to be said that the sEx guy just didn't have any hits. None at all.
Still,
Still good job, yeah.
Frogminator trying to get some hits, but this is horrendous. I've never seen that many missed shots by Frogminator in a long time. And Lut
Trying to go for the push here. Getting denied.
Oh,
Is
get
Lu-
the nade.
Is Lut a new player of sEx?
Or is it an alias? Let's see.
No, I think it's not an alias.
It's been there all summer. Lutix or something.
Yeah.
So, obviously, as a quick rundown while you guys are casting the action. This is obviously Division 2 that we're covering right now, so obviously it's of interest what happens in this game, be it early on in the season, to US, DNF, Flag for Fun, Clan Pissy, Rush, and 7.
Yep.
And,
We've already seen US win the first game against DNF. They really played. They kind of impressed me there. They were really strong, US. So let's see if they can keep that up and get a good position this season. I would always say that sEx is one of the. If they're in Division 2, that they're one of the pretenders to go up a division.
You know, it's going to be interesting watching sEx versus DNF, to be honest, because DNF are settling back into kind of their armchair of the second division. Consistent and quite devastating. Don't underestimate, but
DNF have also been one of the, well, what should I say, division hopping clans between Division 1 and 2.
Yeah, we got a few of those, like sEx, DNF, I think US and Intribe.
Yeah, indeed.
All hopping down and up and down, up and down.
I've just got a message from Aya Alam that Lutix is indeed fairly new to sEx, and no one is more senior than Frogminator. But I guess many people already knew that because Frogminator is a well-known character in the Urban Terror scene.
so more action. there is so much action in this camel. There is just devastating action trying to control it. My problem is that MG just really are not controlling street, which is where they're getting
but still,
predominant.
5-0 is not a lot, I must say. I'm
No.
impressed by how MG is, how do you call that, stopping the damage.
Again, it's the same problem as we had on Abbey. As a home map, SeX wants to be having more caps than this.
However, they might get back into action.
Might get another one. That's a really good
Oh, he's
side
slow.
step.
He's going to be
got
hit
no
in the
stamina.
legs. But gets the backup he requires.
Needs a team kill. Or just a normal kill.
He got a normal kill.
I would say that not the problem in this map for SeX is street, but more house. Because they get the knight from house all the time, over and over
Nice
again.
shot there by Reeves, quickly getting the kill on Corey. And giving
Yeah,
him
Reeves
full
is
health.
really playing
Good defensive play.
good.
Look at TXAne's score though. Let's follow him for a bit. Or maybe he's just defending and getting loads of points.
No, he's
Oh, nice! Amazing helmet shot there by Herhey.
Oh, unlucky. He just runs into a bit.
Oh, where's the
defensive
backup?
flank by MG.
Don't cover his front. Cover his back.
That might have been a mistake by Pomelo coming down at that stage. He could have let his teammate do it.
That's why they call it backup, not to cover the front but the back.
Anal sauce. So
Sure.
Corey,
It's a lot of form of backup.
Nah, it's a different ball game altogether.
Oh, did you just say ball?
Ah, yes. So,
Team damage, yeah. His
I
teammates
am-
in the legs.
really getting screwed up with the names of these people. Pomelo.
Yeah, 45 seconds remaining. Pomelo getting some nice damage in there at the flag carrier of SeX.
He's really camping it up, and I don't have an answer on him on street balcony
Getting those
or hotel.
little ping
Lovely.
clicks, which is helping a lot. I can hear myself double. I don't know if somebody knows what the reason might be for that.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm not
20
hearing you
seconds
double.
remaining. Pomelo gets taken out. Will SeX get this last cap? No, I don't think so. MG have got it locked down. And Frogminator. 4 seconds on the clock won't be enough. And a good job there by MG, it has to be said. Only 6 against.
This is still going to be interesting next side.
Yeah, well,
It's certainly going
SeX
to be really interesting.
are pretty good at defending blue side, I can say from experience.
Yeah,
So,
getting 6 flags against them is not going to be easy, but let's see if they can put it off. And it has to be said that defending blue side is a whole different game than attacking red side.
mhm.
So, middle game. Obviously, we've got a lot of action here to come because I'm really fascinated to how this next side is going to go. If Abbey is anything to say by, it could prove to be devastating.
Yeah, I'm really interesting if Frogminator is going to get the hits, because normally he's a bit better in my opinion. Hasn't been on top of his game yet.
Again, it's nice to see at this stage of the game that we're not experiencing rape. There's everything to play for. It's gone pretty much as we would expect, with SeX to have some kind of lead going into the blue side, but it's not as people may think that I'm a bit overly critical, but if you're if it's your home map and it's the easy side, you really want to be looking for a really convincing win. if you're playing at the height of your game in the division, there's no reason why you should be settling for anything less than a convincing win. And the
Well,
fact
6-0 is not really bad. It's not that close. And getting 6 flags against sEx, well, they even need 7, right? Because they have to win the map to get anything. A draw is not enough, so they need a 7 flag gap. That's, well, I'm not really
depends.
sure how to do it.
It really depends on how they use their nades, to be honest, because nades as red side can really rip into the defense of blue.
Yeah, agreed. And if they can manage to get double caps.
So it seems Goose here, or however you're going to pronounce his name, is going to be subbing, going to be playing, and we've got Herhey, who wasn't playing that
Corey
bad, to be
already
honest.
has the flag. Oh, he's not moving.
Straight in the face.
Gets taken out full. TXane. Still have somebody on street.
So a
Pomelo
quick
going to go for a flank here. Or is he? Going to give some support. And that's just what he does. Does he have the flag? No, he's failing a bit with the pillar there. But he will be making this first. No, he's not. Will this be a return? No, it's a cap.
Also
but
close.
They also lose another. So it's 1-1 here.
That was a counter cap fail.
I think that if they didn't fuck up that much with that pillar grabbing the flag, that might not have been necessary.
That's a demonstration of just, if you make one small error, how they'll punish all that hard work. He should be running. He's not running.
Waiting for the support, and he did the right thing there. Corey making the cap, and with 2 minutes played, MG have to pick up their game a bit.
That will be why they're Division 2, and I'm Division's, 6?
Not here. Going to be taken out.
You're Division 6? Changed clan or what?
Maybe.
You're
All I know
Frogminator, the last one standing.
Okay.
That's a really nice take by Rivis.
And I couldn't find him, I'm sorry.
This is worrying for sEx. At this point, they don't want to have 2 caps down. They're on course for making their 8 cap lead. I mean,
great damage there by Ito. Not finishing off the kill. Oh yeah, he did. Apparently
He did.
Bled to death.
He bled.
Rivis is extremely sick on the full respawn. He's going to be useless. Promptly gets naded. Oh, nice
But
kills.
look at MG, they're making gaps in the defense of sEx. And
he missed
forgot the flag.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
That should have been another one.
Ito making the cap.
That's a lovely cap. That is a lovely
That
cap.
was so close to being 4-1 instead
Just
of
exactly
3-2.
just what the doctor ordered.
Well, he was running over the flag, but it just didn't land. You got to know that in this game that it takes a second. So if you kill the one right in front of you, you have to wait a bit to pick up the flag. Ito's really spraying a lot, by the way.
Yeah, but he's getting in the
Spraying
damage.
and praying. Yeah, but with a bit more patience, you could easily get more kills.
Ooh, no hits there for Pomelo. And he's really low. Well, one thing's for sure, he won't be making that cap. There we go. Ito trying to...
Oh,
it was a cap.
Nice
I'm sorry, I
try.
just wanted to see that. God, if you can still follow it, I can't. So much happening at the same time.
There's just so much rape going on by sEx in that one instant. They really had Red pinned down in their spawn.
Oh, MG's hard work has gone to nothing at the moment.
It's only lead by 1.
And nearing halfway point of the match. Of the map, I mean.
The thing is they are absolutely holding their side with respect to...
Really nice play
triple
by
kill
Ito.
there by Ito. Great job. Sorry that I had to interrupt you there, RaideR, but
That's okay.
amazing combo.
Very nice combo. He almost wasn't finished there.
This is a good spot, the G36. Right. Decides to go for the nades, like Seven suggested. Not getting much damage with them though. And the Reeves got hit in the legs and gets a team kill on time.
I'm not sure that was the best team kill option. He did have a lot of life left.
Yeah, but he was hit in the legs and in the middle of open field, so... Better a full respawn with full movement.
Corey gets denied by TXA, and the flag gets returned. 4 minutes on the clock.
Ito's just, look at his score, that's amazing.
Yeah.
He's doing so much, and I think he made all 3 caps. So when we were saying that Lut was playing really good on Abby, I think Ito's making the difference here.
He's just looking around so much, moving
just
into the action.
All over the place.
Maybe they gave him a free pass from the team so that he can go wherever he feels he'll be most useful. Oh, that's just horrible.
That's just really bad.
That shows
if he still
some
makes the cap,
inexperience.
they're so lucky.
You know, MG showing some weak team play here.
Well, that's a bit like how we play LGS, right? Not knowing when to drop the flag, dropping it on the moments you should not, and keeping on running when you should really joke.
We're Division 4.
3. Come on!
Fuck's
Ito making another cap. That's cap 4 for Ito.
One of these days I really will pay attention to where we're actually fighting.
Well, we haven't, in your defense, we haven't actually played a war yet, so... Following TXA in here, doing some preventive nading.
Oh! That's lovely!
Oh, really good. So much kill, so much movement.
And back for the reload. Round 2.
Fight! Oh, and he gets dropped.
Ito, gonna make another run. Will this be cap 5?
Yes,
It
will.
is.
Lovely.
So, I think even Lut's good game on Abby only is not or can't be compared to how Ito.
It can't. That's a lovely run by Corey. Unlucky.
So it's Ito versus MG is 5-5, right?
Indeed. And here we see 6-5 for MG.
They're able to keep ahead in this game on this side, but they just can't make any discernible lead. I mean, I guess that's the difference, isn't it?
No. Well, it is. It sure is that they can't keep up extending the gap, but they just don't have an answer on Ito on their balcony making a run.
No, and
That's
Pomelo
making the
for the
difference.
last minute is playing with an SR8. You know, frustration prevails.
And not even getting only one shot off and missing completely. But Goose here with 40 seconds on the clock. I think we can say good game to sEx. They grabbed the 5 points of the first 5 points actually in the second division. Oh no, sorry, not the first 5 points, because DNF
US already won.
Exactly. But still, great job.
So, we're definitely going to have to cover SeX versus US when they play, because that's going to be a profile deciding match within this division specifically. Kind of the jostle.
Will SeX make a last second cap? No, I don't think they will.
They won't.
Amazing game here.
I was absolutely sportsmanship to the letter. Okay, just a couple of rage comments, but you know, be fair, I do exactly the same thing. But it's okay. Thank you to the staff at the Urban Zone. We don't have a clusterfuck, so it's great.
So I would like to thank RaideR and Gnurkus for shoutcasting together with me. I have been SevenofNine, and if you like this, you can always go to you can always follow us on Twitch TV, and of course you can always watch our old shoutcasts on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/urbanzoneleague.
Are we finishing straight away?
Unless you have something to add.
I'll do 5 minutes more of HD because you cut me off.
That's great.
So it's okay. We know what the punters want, you know, the fucking bastards. Anyway, so we picked off just after we did the player models. That's what I spoke about last. So I'm literally going to do a 5-minute rundown of stuff that you have to look forward to. Okay. So first off and foremost, we are about a millimetre away from having multi-platform support. Yes, that is a reality. Obviously the coders are still working furiously hard to multi-platform the vast amount of modifications that we've made to ID Tech 3. We understand that there's a lot of unrest in the community because you've said that there's no Mac support for HD, there's no Linux support for HD. Let me rest assured you that we take this extremely seriously. There is absolutely no way that we are going to release another alpha without it having Linux support, Mac support, Windows support in all flavours of 32 and 64-bit. So just really, honestly, trust us on this. We realise that the alpha at the moment only has Windows support, but our coders are literally so close, you know, they're on the verge of climax. So, I wish I hadn't said that. So, yeah. So, if you are a Mac player or you're a Linux player, please be aware that, don't worry, we've got you covered. Another thing that's going on, I'm just loading up on the Urban Terraformers forums that we kind of started a forum which was ask the dev team or have your say, and I'm just trying to find that and load it up, but apparently it's disappeared, so I'll just try and remember this. Right, other things that you're concerned about. We've got massive changes to match mode. Whether you know him or not, we've got a budding new coder called Barbados, and he has been working more extensively on the game code. That is not to be confused with the engine which gives you all the eye candy and playability. I'm talking about the nuts and bolts coding that goes on to actually make the game really what it is, and really he is an absolute star, and you must give him all the most respect you can. Match mode for all the competitive players, which I know you all are, because this is the Urban Zone radio show. So basically we've set to work fixing all the bugs. This is important because obviously we have the respawn bugs, the flag spawn timer bugs. When you obviously pause the game, that makes a break on the round restart. Don't worry, We've got all that. We understand it. Our man has been on that non-stop for literally weeks.
Can I ask you a question in between? Because
Yes.
about that, we just saw, for instance, an example that the flag, sometimes it does drop and it doesn't immediately grab. Or will it be possible to grab the flag mid-air or something like that? I've no idea if that's a question that maybe just...
Well, no. It's a perfectly reasonable question. The deal is basically that we're talking about latency. We're talking about the time in which the flag is physically dropped on the client and in which it is dropped on the server.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the anti-lag kicks in, trying to balance people's hits detection as best it can, and in which case, at what point does that flag become available for somebody then to pick up? Obviously, it looks like a bug, because you can run over it, and trust me, I've done it, I've played it, and it's mighty frustrating.
Yeah.
But, that's absolutely fine. I mean, we've improved the accuracy of that detection at least tenfold. So it will be much better than it is. But in any game where you have latency, the point at which you see the flag drop and the point at which you can then pick that flag up and the server registers that is always going to be slightly different. So it's just kind of a bit of skill for the players to anticipate when that flag becomes available.
Yeah.
You've got any other questions?
Not at the moment. I'm sorry that I interrupted you, but thanks for your answer. Go on.
Oh, it's okay. We'll address a couple of other things that I've actually seen in there. So we've discussed weapons. We've discussed extensive modifications to the match mode. We have really... when I say we, I mean one person, Barbie, has tidied that up. I must give another shout out to RaideR, because he's the person behind doing the port. So basically making Urban Terror run from Windows to Linux and Mac. So 40% of the community or thereabouts who use something which isn't Windows, you want to go suck up to him because he's awesome. So yes, I did want to briefly discuss maps, because this is rather large in the community at the moment. And I must explain a few things, because really, it's not cloak and dagger stuff. We haven't been keeping this to ourselves just for the sake of it. It's something which is difficult for us as Frozen Sand. So I need to explain this. Frozen Sand has been around for 10 years, and we have had various past members, and we've got loads of new members. The people who currently work on Urban Terror and the people who work on Urban Terror in the past. Now, there are certain maps in Urban Terror which we just don't have the .maps for, so we can't actually physically develop them onto HD. And we've also got maps which were made by past members, so nobody is physically maintaining them. Now, obviously there's a lot of unrest within the community, because there are certain maps such as Turnpike and Abbey and Algiers, which we've seen tonight specifically, which lots and lots of people play, and they seem kind of your staple Urban Terror diet. All I'm going to say is that certain maps, from what I've discussed, will be making a reappearance. Not all of them. It's impossible for us to remake everything, and to be honest, we've got a lot of mappers with new directions and lots of new maps which, quite frankly, if the competitive gaming scene can't adapt to, then you're not good enough. I realise that might be a bit of a controversial statement, but raise your game here. If we release a set of maps and you see those as official, then learn to get good at those.
Okay,
because
can I just interrupt you there?
Yes.
The big five. We've got Turnpike, we've got Uptown, we've got Abbey, we've got Algiers, and we've got refresh my mind.
We've got Abbey, we've got Turnpike, we've got Algiers. Those are your staple diet 3, which,
Yeah.
you know...
But
Yeah,
anyway, will we see them? Will we get them back?
Right. I don't want to confirm anything right now, because that would be unfair.
Yeah, okay.
What I will say is that the fundamental thing that makes a great map is the layout. It's not necessarily the eye candy around the map. That is essentially the mapper's talent of making a certain layout or a certain playability look absolutely awesome. While I will not be confirming in the least that any of the maps in Urban Terror 4.1 will be coming back to HD, I am going to say that you will see some familiar layouts.
Okay.
Or familiar layouts.
Yeah.
Urban Terror HD is a different game. People are going to have to get used to it, but the layouts which have been tried and tested and played for years, we're not just going to dump that experience, we're going to use that, and we're going to bring it back in a new way. So, you know, you're going to have to stay tuned for that, because I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, or maybe the next month or so, you might get a sneak peek.
Of course, the
like
other
that.
map I was referring to was Casa. I'm sorry, I just couldn't think of the name. But yeah,
Right.
okay. Indeed.
We do have Parser, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, well, I think I mean it was included in the alpha, so I guess that
The thing is that, you know, we've got lots of new ideas, lots of new things, and with Kaza, we understand that, you know, Team Survivor, well in there, that layout, tried, tested, works. You know, we'd be foolish not to bring some of these back. So, you know, with Kaza, 99% sure you're going to see that back in the game. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Things like Ramel. If you have 4.1.1, obviously we put the tunnels back into it.
Thank God.
Although,
because the tunnels were taken out, it hasn't been taken seriously as a competitive map anymore. But
yes,
I hope
there's one route and one route only.
Exactly.
And which kind of breaks a map. But
same,
you know,
same with
development
docks.
company.
Same with docks. It's a shame. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just reminiscing too much.
No, that's fine, because Docs is obviously one which is made back to 4.1.1, and I can confirm that that is the last version of Docs.
Okay.
Whether you like that or not, you know, that's we've done without it for a while. Obviously, it was a great map.
Yeah.
If you're pre 4.x series, but you know, the community is adapted to playing the maps which we provided, and we're not saying, you know, we're not going Nazi on you and saying we're doing all new maps and this is going to be absolute mayhem. We're not saying that at all. We're saying we're just redeveloping the ideas, you know, and giving them along. You know, Karza is kind of a legacy comparison. It's more, we're just going to chuck that in as, you know, this is what we used to be, and this is the kind of the gameplay which we originally were based off. But there's going to be so much. I mean, you must have seen Two Towers. Yep. I mean, for lack of a better layout, that's based on Abbey, believe it or not.
Okay.
So, you know, you're seeing a lot of different things. The one thing which is fundamentally the same is the gameplay, the speed, the wall jumping. And to a certain extent, we've just built on that whole premise of manic speed, manic action, being able to wall jump off almost absolutely every blasted thing, and just move around in a completely different way. Because that is what Urban Terror is. That is our game. There is no other game like that. You know, you can play Counter-Strike, which is a first-person shooter, but you're stuck to the floor. You can't do these cool ninja jumps across the place and fly past someone. You know, that's our niche. That's what we're looking to do. So I've obviously been speaking for a while, so I only promise that I'm going to speak 10 minutes more, and I'm only going to speak on Urban Terror accounts.
Okay.
And the new server integration.
In the meantime, I will be loading getting some of the screenshots onto my computer so that the people that are watching the stream can actually have a look with me to the beautiful pictures that have already been posted.
That'd be great. You know, you could put the Two Towers video on YouTube if you want in the background.
I can. Let me just get that in the meantime while I'm downloading.
Anyway,
go on.
I will go on and speak about Urban Terror accounts. I've been begging, absolutely dying to speak to the community for a while. Obviously, we used to be called Urban Terror Passport. That is no longer the case because we are no longer a separate product. Urban Terror and our player authentication system is now one and the same. We are part of the game on a game level, as in we're integrated directly with the client. Our website is the same, absolutely everything. I mean, it's completely seamless. Beforehand, obviously, we were developed externally. A couple of years ago, we joined FS, and over the last couple of years, we have been working really hard to integrate our system as much as humanly possible with Urban Terror so that it's almost transparent so that you don't see it. One thing which you will love is player authentication. Now, we're not speaking about some kind of weird, this person definitely is this person. What we are saying that if somebody says that they have a Urban Terror account, they are the only people who can play with it, and we can pretty much, for most intensive purposes, guarantee that. We have a fundamental amount of abuse code, which I'm not going into, and if you're one of the poor suckers that happens to trigger one of these routines, trust me, you don't want to go down that road. And you can alias, don't get me wrong, the only person that will know who you are is the server admin. And that's the way that we've always wanted it. You can hide from, the punters on the public as much as you want, but the server admin knows exactly who you are. And if they want to remove you from their server, then they will be able to do that quickly and cleanly with low hassle. Leagues will be able to ban whoever they want for whatever reason, strategically and really quite effectively. Some people have noticed notoriety. I'm not going to go into that, but basically the more you play Urban Terror, the more league games you play, basically the booster you get to your notoriety, so that rises. So the more you play Urban Terror, if you decide that you want to try and cheat or abuse the system in some way and you end up getting banned, then you're going to lose all that. You're going to lose your stats, absolutely everything about you. So no longer will Urban Terror become one of those games which literally you can just download some hacks and then, go into that thing. That's going to be a thing of the past. We've also got some kind of interesting server controls. One of which is being only allowing members of a group to join the server. And yes, at some point we will release an API for this. What does this mean? In short, if you're, let's say, the Urban Zone League, you can create a group with every member of that league which have signed up and rostered to a clan with all of their URT accounts and put them in a group. You can then set in the server config only people in that group are allowed to join a league server. This kind of fundamentally breaks aliasing if player authentication didn't exist in the first place. Just basically, if you're not in the group, you're not registered to play, you're not getting on the server, period. Which it kind of breaks the work that league admins have to do, because really it's just going to open up to league admins having to run the league, do the scheduling and the GTB and other things like that, and kind of can pass a load of the abuse crap over to us.
Which would be welcome.
Which I'm sure will be very welcome. If you don't have an Urban Terror group, I suggest you go register one now, because clan tags and your URT account name. Oh my god, I nearly screwed up there and called it passport, because it's not. Your URT account name, they're both protected. So, for example, I am the only person in the world who can play on a protected server as IT RaideR. That's it. Nobody else. Because the URT account system will not let anybody else do it. My name is RaideR. I am the one and only RaideR, and I am the only one who is allowed to play on our protected servers as myself. That is it. Nobody else. The same thing goes for the group in Tribe. Our clan tag is protected. So that IT segment at the start is protected. Nobody can fake being an IT member because it won't let you. So, you know, fake nicking on the premise of trying to steal being an admin of a server, not going to happen. If you've got a name, such as 7ofNine is your passport 7. Passport, no, URT account. Jesus. It's not passport. Sorry, it's really hard. You call something for a couple of years, and it just keeps coming out. So that's your URT account. You will be the only person in the world on secure servers that can play a 7ofNine. That is you. So I've just got people in the Team FS channel now laughing at me as I just dropped this hideous bomb. And last but not least, in the last 4 minutes, which I promised I will only speak for 4 minutes more, so I'm going to keep to that, because then we'll finish at 10:30 or 11, if you are Central European time, is Urban Terror Update. We are changing the way that we release Urban Terror. From the moment that Urban Terror HD is released, we will be releasing some form of update software. That is undecided exactly what that will entail too. But, more or less, Urban Terror will update itself. What does this mean to the community? No bloody breaks which are there left for months on end with no apparent reason for us fixing them. Basically, if we have a security vulnerability, we will push it out to the community as soon as we fix it. There is no reason with this new system why we can't do that. You will have regular content updates, so when we have new maps and things like that, they will automatically be defined. Now, I realise that some people are going to be going, oh my god, it's another Steam, that means that we're going to play a clan war and half my people can't turn up because they're downloading Urban Terror for 15 minutes. I mean, Jesus. That's not going to happen. Security updates would only ever be very tiny, so we would release them as soon as they're ready. But let's say we're going to release a subversion or loads more in-game content, and I'm doing little quotation marks with my fingers so that you can understand the context. We will be releasing those on a certain day every week. So you're not going to be caught out, you're just going to know that once a week, at this specific time, we may release an update. So we will make that as humanly hideous to when you want to be playing Urban Terror. So most likely it's going to be some time like, say, a Wednesday at 3 AM in the morning GMT when, okay, the Americans are kind of waking up, but it's Wednesday and most of Europe is asleep, and if you're in Australia, then, well, I don't even get what that time zone is, so you know, that's going to be the way that we do things. But summing up, because I have 2 minutes left, you will not take those 2 minutes from me, we realise that Urban Terror HD is taking a monumentally long time to make, and the best way I can explain this is it is a new game. It is not Urban Terror 5, it's not Urban Terror 4.2. This game is brand spanking new. New engine, new textures, new levels, new models, new weapons, new sound, new music, literally everything from the ground up, bar a tiny bit of code which we pinched, otherwise you'd be waiting another 6 months for Urban Terror HD. I mean, it really is a fundamentally different ballgame. And for those of you who have a level of faith in Frozen Sand, I realise that the community is getting a bit tired with us, and I can understand why. So I would just like to say from Frozen Sand at this point that we do understand that it's taking a while, but explaining the scope of what we're doing, maybe you can understand just exactly why it takes the time it takes us to do it. I mean, the animations, which are absolutely awesome by Frankie, he's doing this alone. They are just absolutely fantastic. It just takes absolutely so long to do all this stuff. So watch this space, watch urbanterror.info. If you want to ask me any questions, send me a private message on the forums, or you can send me an email to RaideR@urbanterror.info, and I will do my best to get back in contact with you. But please, just stay tuned, keep the Urban Terror faith, in inverted commas, because really what we've got coming is really exciting, and you're going to love it. So I'll stop talking 1 minute after I said I'd shut the hell up.
Thanks a lot, RaideR. Can I ask you one small question quickly? Will mapping be as accessible as it is now?
Absolutely is accessible, if not more so.
Okay.
We're putting a lot of effort into that. But no, if you're an Urban Terror mapper, you're a third party, there is 2 things in closing I'm going to say to you. 1, keep it up. You're going to have as much access to the mapping as you have always had. So don't panic. You're going to be able to do exactly the same that you can do, plus more. And second, there might be very exciting times for mappers. And we'll release that information on our website when it becomes available. But, just look forward to that, because, third-party mapping is a big part of Urban Terror, and we're not about to kill it. We're going to give them more tools.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's always good to hear. Gnurkus, do you have anything to add?
No, I'm just curious and hoping that they finish this amazing project
as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, of course. But
of course,
shouldn't really rush it, right?
No, you shouldn't rush it, of course. But we can't wait to start playing.
Agreed.
Thanks a lot for this. Well, I don't know how to call this, a presentation, maybe.
A presentation, maybe. Yeah.
And so everybody, you can always follow urbanterror.info, of course, for more information. Their news page is chock full of loads of news and also and that was my phone. And no, I'm not going out this evening because I have to work tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot to Gnurkus and RaideR, of course, for his insight into the Urban Terror HD development.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you the next time on Urban Zone TV thingy. Oh, screw off.
www.urbanterror.info if you want to catch up, on www.urban-zone.org.
Exactly.
Because fundamentally the best, and I didn't say that, biggest. I need to remain impartial. But no, honestly, lots of friends at Urban Zone. So thank you very much for your support. We do appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good weekend, everybody, and check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/UrbanZoneLeague, because when we always announce when we stream on there. See you later, and good night.